Great performance.
Thank you for having me here, Brian.
Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, God, I could start a joke about that, but maybe later, after the show.
So tell us about your performing and just everything.
Okay, a little bit of information about me. I've been doing this for over 25 years now. I started out in Florida back in the 80s. In the 90s, I moved to Pennsylvania and did it in a lot of the little local bars in the middle of the state. And then a few years ago, due to financial circumstances, I moved to Cumberland, Maryland. I've been a former Miss Link Pride 2006, the first Miss Keystone Alliance 2008. I was voted Miss Gay Life Congeniality in 2009, and currently I am their Miss Gay Life 2010 as voted on by the readers of the Keystone Alliance Gay Life newsletter.
Well, that's great, and I understand that you have a friend that you brought along.
Yes, I brought along one of my dearest and best friends, the president of the Keystone Alliance Gay Life newsletter. Give it up for Mr. John DiBartola.
Hi, John. Thank you as well for being here with us today for this special Pride episode.
Thank you for having me.
And I'm just so pleased to be able to have people represent the community that I haven't usually had on the show, and I've been meaning to. And I recently saw a performance of yours. It was great. And I like the fact that you're very open with the audience and you connect very well with them. And if you don't mind me asking, your age.
Okay, this is the thing. Marsha Mello said that night I was 65. I have to correct her, I'm only 52. God, 65, that makes me older than Kirstie Alley.
Now, I had heard another comparison, but I would take it as a compliment, maybe, that you reminded them of Victoria Jackson, the comedian.
Oh, okay. Oh, the blonde, okay, blonde boobs, yeah. I can understand, because I am kind of ditzy at times, and I like to have a good time, even though I haven't had any alcohol yet.
And I understand you have many colorful stories of years past.
Years past, let's see.
There's one in particular.
Oh, God. You want to know about the time I found out I was dating a serial killer? I was in Florida. He was the waiter at the bar, good looking, bought me my drinks, took me to breakfast, treated me good. We went out, had a good time. I had not a clue. Moved back to Pennsylvania about a year later, and all of a sudden my friends are sending me the newspaper clipping of this guy, and I'm like, calling him up, who the hell's this? Is it somebody I slept with? Well, it turned out I had dated him for 6 months, and apparently he was a serial killer, gay serial killer in DC, moved to Florida, was good while he was around me, because apparently I didn't piss him off and gave good head. Whoops, that slipped out. And after I left, he was living with a sugar daddy who pissed him off, and well, it's not a nice story what happened to the sugar daddy, but apparently he got, and basically, I don't know if you call that suffocation or whatever, but there was like incidents like that afterwards, and it's a funny story now, but when I first heard it, it was like, oh my God, I could have been a victim.
Now, related to that story, you also mentioned from the film Monster that you actually knew one of the real people.
I met Eileen Wuornos. Didn't realize it at the time who she was. I knew she was a lesbian. Met her on the beach one day. Got to know her and we had a good time. Went to the bar that night in drag. She tried to pick me up. And she kept telling me I had everything she wanted. And I said, I have everything you want and one thing more. She didn't realize who I was from the beach that day. And it was a joke. We laughed about it. And I forgot all about her till I saw the movie Monster and something clicked. And I wasn't sure who she was. Then I got a documentary on her that showed the actual woman. They interviewed her. It's very good if you get a chance to, I forget what it's actually, I think it's called the Eileen Wuornos story. And anyway, when I watched the movie, it was like, oh my God, it's her. I do know her. And the movie portrayed her as this nasty person. And in real life, she wasn't as bad as they made her out to be. And her girlfriend did not look like Christina Ricci, I'll tell you that much right now.
Wow. Now, John, tell us about the newsletter.
Well, the Gay Life newsletter and the Keystone Alliance merged 2 years ago. I'm actually the lead writer. My column is called the Agony Aunt column. The series I write is called the Switch Hitter Romance Series. We just celebrated getting 300,000 hits in a week last week.
That's great.
And I was going to end the series, and then I thought, when you have something successful, you just keep going with it.
That's great.
And Christian's one of our columnists as well. She writes a column called Christian's Debate.
Yes, I'm the one that trashes all the lovely people in the area and piss them off. But you know what? Nobody tells me they read it, but from little comments they say from like, take that and stick it in your little newsletter. You. Yeah, no, the queens out there read me. Thank you for making me one of the top 5, right?
Yes.
Top 5 columnist. And I actually won Columnist of the Year last year, thanks to Johnny.
I stepped down.
No, I don't mean to change the mood, but I did want to mention something serious, and that of course is the Trevor Project. And I was talking about it earlier, and I understand that you guys recently did an event for the Trevor Project. Could you tell us about that?
We hosted a segment on March 9th. A lot of people are being bullied in our community. They need to know there's resources out there. They need to know that there's people who will listen and care. So we hosted an event on the Penn Highlands campus of the community college in Johnstown. We had over 50 people attend. It was inspirational to see. People showing up together in unity to support people who may have issues. And the key is you have to communicate. If you're feeling insecure, talk to people. Get help. It does get better.
Yes.
There is people out there, we've all been through it. I know my high school years were hell. I got beat up, I got called names. I didn't even know I was gay at the time, but apparently everybody else did. But to give you something that I always hold on to, when I lived in Florida, I called my mom up on the phone one day and told her I was gay. And you know, most parents are in shock or they scream at you or whatever. The comment that came out of my mother's mouth was, "Are you happy?" And it meant the world to me, and I've never forgotten that.
It's very, very true. I mean, it is.
To have a mother, and it's like this, I realized everybody knew I was gay except me.
Yeah, because we are just living now more than ever in just really sadistic times, you know, people being very cruel.